Alright, well it's time for another poorly made how-to video. And as you can see, it's, again, for the emblems. I've got my repertoire of emblems here. And I already showed you this one. I can put a link to it in the description. But today we're going to cover the Derpy emblem that I created. First thing you want to do, make a background. And the background is going to be Derpy's skin. So yes, Derpy's skin color, and so you're going to want it to be a light gray. That is assuming if you're doing Derpy at all. Funny thing about these circles that I made, I didn't know that you can skew the circles and from free scale to fixed scale, blah blah, fixed scale, and make them thinner. And so learn something new every day. Basically what you want to do is you just want to take a circle and make it an oval, and then just put it right there. And I spent a lot of time just on the placement of the eyes, just trying to make them look good, make them look right. And but that's all these basically are, is just basically the whites, the irises, which you could fight on the color of what they're supposed to be all day, and the game won't help you with it. So, and then just the blacks of the eyes. This part right up here is the hair. And let me just move that for you. That's just the hair color right there. And I just moved that so it fits up right in there with that crease. And then I moved on and I put this eye bubble right here underneath it, because otherwise it would go on top of all of this. So that's why that one white is right there out in the open. The rest of these, this is just the highlight of the hair. Like, it's just the outline. That's just the white base right there, like you can see it. If I take it out right there, it moves. It's right up there in the top right. And put that back. And these are just basically the same purpose as the last curves. They're just the outlines of the hair. This last part, I widened it and thickened it a little bit so it makes the hair pointy. Otherwise it just looks kind of like that, and it's got a crappy little tip on the end. So that's why that's there. Yes. This curve right back here is a little bit too long, and I wanted them to be the same width all throughout the hairline. The trouble is, without this here, it totally flies off the outline right there, and it totally breaks the outline. So if you put this visor right here on top of it, give it enough space to give it some room, it'll look like it is no break, and it just turns to the right and pretty much just button hooks back down and gets that other hairline. And these are just the rest of the bubbles on the eye, eye shines. I don't know why I call them bubbles. I'm tired, guys. These are just the rest of the eye shines. And just like I said, remember to put that one underneath if you're going to put it under the hair. Otherwise, it's just going to look really weird being on top of the hair like that. It's just like, why does Derpy have an eye thing on her hair, up over her hair? It's like, I don't know. So these Treyarch symbols for the nose and muzzle, I guess you could call it. I got two Treyarch symbols, and I made them. I made them. How do I say this? I just got them to where they're only showing their tips, I guess you can call them. I don't even know what to call them. I just got two of them, paired them right across from each other, and then I used the shields to cover them up and get that nice little angle on the curvature of the nose. So that without it, they look kind of like that, and it's kind of weird. So let me put that bad boy back. And I just did it to both sides. And then the funny thing with the Treyarch symbols also is they have that little curvature showing up over that little overlap on the bottom. And so if I don't have something to cover them up, like this visor here, it'll just have a weird little bleh right there. Yes, we're calling it a bleh. And so I got another visor, and it just cropped it right out on top of that, and it makes it nice and smooth. Another part to cover up the Treyarch symbols was this we're gonna call it a rectangle just cause. and it covers up actually most of what the track symbols create, and it just looks bad if you don't have them. If you don't have that there, if you don't have some way of covering up those track symbols, you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna have a bad time. The rest of these are just the mouth down here. I just used two curves, two little claws, and put them end to end. Maybe thinned one up thinner, so it gave that mouth a little. I don't know. It's a preference thing. I seriously spent more time on these two right here than I should have. Moving on, for the top of the nose, I just made these two visors, flipped one of them, and then got a tube and separated and used them as a spacer between the two. All in all, unless you're doing a different picture, like for my Derpy, it only took 29 layers. If you're doing someone more complex, maybe if you're doing a Twilight Sparkle or someone, it takes a little bit more colors, a few more layers. I don't know if it'll use all the layers or not, but you do have that nice 3-layer elbow room, we can call it. So I hope you guys were able to watch the video, to see the video. I'm terribly sorry for the poor quality. I'm working on getting a video capture device, and but yeah, I'm Angel of Rosgrees, Jeffrey Baldwin, signing out.